Welcome to Mirrorscape. In this video, we're going to cover how to get you started and show you some of the basics for using Mirrorscape on your PC or Mac. Once you've downloaded and launched the application from Steam, you'll see the Mirrorscape login screen. Click the login button. Here, we can choose to sign up now, or you can use your Google or Apple account to quickly create an account. Once you've entered the information requested, you'll have the opportunity to create a Mirrorscape username and password. This will be the name that other folks see in the Mirrorscape app and in the hub. There is a built-in tutorial, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to skip that. Now we find ourselves in our 3D environment, the Hall of Heroes. From the home screen here, you'll see a few different control options. At the top of the screen is our toolbar. Now on the right side of the toolbar, you're going to see a few different icons that will help you navigate Mirrorscape. Let's go through them. This first icon will give you access to our community hub. Here, you can find maps created by the community, join gaming groups, get the latest Mirrorscape news, and a lot more. Next is this icon here that looks like a plus symbol. This gives us access to our inventory and store. You can also open the inventory by hitting the I button on your keyboard. Then we have our undo button for quickly undoing the last action on the table, such as placing a piece or moving a mini. Holding it for just a moment will give you the option to redo. You can also use Ctrl-Z to undo the last action or Ctrl-Shift-Z to redo. And here we have the snap option to quickly choose between snapping or free placing terrain on the table. I'm going to show you more on that one later. The Move Map button right here quickly moves the entire build around the table, and finally, the main menu option. On the right side of the screen, we've got our control slider. Clicking it will reveal additional options. The default option is our vertical movement tool for any selected assets. The scissors tool, our top and bottom clipping planes, for hiding or revealing certain areas in the map, and finally, the lighting control, which will make the environment dimmer or brighter, depending on the mood and the setting. More information about these options will be found in other instructional videos. At the top left of the toolbar is where our party icon lives. Clicking on it will open up our Play sidebar. Here, it shows our current party, which right now will just be empty except for yourself. Now this is also where you can choose a profile picture. Tap the dots next to your username and update avatar. Accept to upload a new profile picture and choose an image file from your device. You can also use this section to log out if you need to. Once you've got a profile picture, swipe to the right in the Play sidebar. This is where our friends live. Start by searching for the username of your friend and request their friendship. They will see the request on their application in the same window, and they can choose to confirm your friendship from there. You can also request and add friends from the Mirrorscape hub using any internet browser. Now once they've accepted your friendship, you can invite them to a session from the friends list. More on that and hosting a session in another video. And finally, if we swipe right once more, we have the journal. Currently the journal tracks dice rolls, but in the future, it'll also display other important information. Now that you know how the platform works, let's dig in a bit and learn how to use it. By default, we've got this demo build here on the table. Let's go over how our camera controls work. Using the scroll wheel on our mouse, we can zoom in and zoom out from the center point of the camera. Holding down the right click button will allow us to orbit the camera in all directions. And to pan the camera, we can hold the shift key and move the mouse in all directions, or if you have a scroll wheel, you can also pan the camera by clicking and holding the scroll wheel down. Great! You now know how to operate the camera in Mirrorscape so you can get the very best view possible while you build and play. Speaking of building, in order to show you how to build a map in Mirrorscape, we're going to need to start fresh. Quickly select an entire map on the table by clicking any spot that doesn't have any assets, then drag to select all the assets on the table. Once everything is selected, we can then click this trash barrel icon, or simply press the delete key and delete everything on the table. Now that we're working with this clean slate, let's put together a super simple build. First, let's hit the plus icon on the toolbar, or press the I key on our keyboard and open the inventory. Now click and hold the bar at the top center of our inventory and drag it up to reveal more of our available assets. And from here, click and hold on any available asset for a split second. Once the asset lifts slightly, you're able to drag it and place it onto the table. Let's put a few out there. Now for this demonstration, let's go with a floor, a corner, a door, and a wall piece. Now that we've put our pieces on the table, let's close the inventory by dragging the bar all the way down, by pressing the plus button again, or by simply hitting the I key. Let's build a simple dungeon room. Clicking and dragging any piece will allow you to place it anywhere you'd like. Let's put this door right here. Now, we'll need a couple walls on each side of the door. Since we're going to need more than the one asset I placed on the table, let's go ahead and select that wall piece. Hitting the dots right here, and then choosing the duplicate option will make a perfect copy. You can also duplicate any selected asset by selecting it and pressing Ctrl D. You'll notice that when I drag the wall piece close to the door piece, the items snap together. This is a feature that allows folks to build quickly, but if you'd like a little more control, you can turn off the snap feature altogether by hitting the icon in the top toolbar that looks like a horseshoe. And as you can see, we now have total freedom to move and place the assets anywhere we'd like without them snapping together. I'm going to go ahead and turn snap back on though, so we can finish this room quickly. Let's put another wall on each side so our room is a bit bigger. Select either of these wall pieces, then hold down the Control key and select the other. Now you'll see that you have two selected assets. Let's use the duplicate trick that you learned in the previous step and make a couple more wall pieces. Place those pieces, and let's move on to the next step. Select and duplicate the corner piece, and then place them on the end of each of the walls. You'll notice that this one isn't facing the right direction. No worries, just select it and use the rotate option to rotate it into place. And similar to the move snap, you'll notice that the rotate function snaps into place when it's close to being aligned with the piece next to it. You can also turn the snap rotate option off in the settings option under the main menu. Click the dots in the toolbar to open the main menu, choose settings, and then game. Here you can see and choose the snap options for movement and rotation. Use the drag to select action we covered earlier to select everything except the corners. Duplicate, and then rotate the whole group to create the east and west walls of our room. Now, drag and select the entire north wall, including the corners, duplicate that, then place it on the bottom. And now we have our four walls. Now this looks awesome, but we definitely need a floor. Let's combine our techniques and quickly fill the floor in. Take the one floor piece, duplicate it, then line it up. Drag to select both of those pieces and duplicate again. Repeat these steps until the whole floor area is filled in. And there you go. We've got ourselves an awesome map for an awesome adventure. Before we go any farther, let's make sure we save this map. Tap the main menu option on the toolbar and go to the Map Manager, or simply press M. Now, hit Save As and name your map. Once the map is saved, you'll be able to load it from any device that you're logged into with your Mirrorscape account. This includes PC and Mac. Also, any Apple or Android phones and tablets that meet our minimum specifications. Alright, let's place some minis in our dungeon. Open up your inventory and hit the Filters button. Now choose Type, then Mini PC. PC stands for Player Character. You can also just scroll down in your inventory after you expand it, but when you've got a lot of assets, this becomes kind of tedious, and you'll want to know how this filter system works. Now once we've asked Mirrorscape to only show player characters, close the filter and check out your options. Let's go ahead and drag 3 minis out. Place them on the table and rotate them into place the same way you did with the terrain assets to set up your session. Now that we have some adventurers in our room, I want to show you a couple very cool features that will make your experience just a little bit more fun. Select any mini in the dungeon, hit these dots, then select the icon that looks like an eyeball. You're now looking through the eyes of your character. Click and hold the right mouse button to look around from the mini's perspective. You can also move the mini while you're in this POV mode by using W, A, S, and D to move forward, back, left, and right. Now press the eyeball icon in the top toolbar to leave point of view mode. How far is one mini from another? Simply select any mini, hold down the Alt key, then left click and hold down anywhere on the map to reveal how many inches away from that location that point is. In the future, we'll have an adjustable scale, but for now, each inch is about 5 feet of movement using the proper scale. If you'd like to quickly move to the spot you're measuring to, while holding the Alt and left click, tap the right click on your mouse and your mini will move to that spot. This feature also works in first person mode. Awesome! Now that you know how to build in Mirrorscape, let's show you how to get a hold of some more assets. Our free starter set comes with a dungeon set from Fat Dragon, a cavern set from Dwarven Forge, and a handful of free minis from Reaper Minis. If you'd like some additional assets, head over to the store by opening the inventory and choosing the shopping cart icon on the left side of the inventory box. For the very best experience, drag the inventory bar all the way to the top of the screen so that the store is taking up the full screen. Here at the top, you're going to find some bundles to quickly purchase multiple assets together. Clicking on any item will show you a better view of what you'll get. There are also some pre-made maps. The first few maps on this list were made entirely using free pieces, so you can download those at any time without paying anything at all. Other maps will let you know which pieces they contain that you do not yet own and give you the opportunity to purchase them. Remember, once you purchase something in Mirrorscape, you can use that piece as often as you want in as many different maps as you want. So as you collect more of these pieces, the number of pieces needed for these maps will drop. And below the maps are the single assets that you can purchase individually. If you're new to Mirrorscape, you might be within a free trial period during which you can download any asset and try it for free. Once this trial ends, you'll have the option to purchase any minis or terrain pieces that you used. To purchase assets in Mirrorscape, we're going to need you to get some Rcoin. For Steam, to purchase Rcoin, simply hit the blue Rcoin icon here in the top right of the store and select what pack size you'd like. Once you've selected the Rcoin pack you want, you'll be able to purchase it with your Steam wallet just like you would any other Steam product. Complete the process and your Arc will show up in your inventory when you select the store option. And that covers the basics on how to use Mirrorscape on PC and Mac. Now we're going to be releasing some additional videos that cover Mirrorscape in more detail, but for now, you should be well on your way. Please leave any questions you have in the comments below and we'll help you out ASAP. And join our Discord for a great community and some amazing pre-made maps. Thank you so much for watching and please enjoy Mirrorscape.